The pick is in.
With the number 13 pick, the Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant, defensive lineman from Michigan. Presented by LinkedIn. Here to talk about this with me is Kyle Krabs, the host over at Locked On Dolphins. Kyle, appreciate you taking the time. Kenneth Grant was a popular name in mock drafts, a lot of differing opinions on where he was actually going to go, and a run on defensive lineman. Miami takes part in that with Kenneth Grant. How do you like the fit, and how do you like him in Miami's defense?
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for the Dolphins to kind of take advantage of a big body defender that has some pretty rare athletic potential at his disposal, but the run defending profile is a pretty high floor player, and the Dolphins really had a glaring vacancy opposite Zach Sealer on that defensive interior with Christian Wilkins leaving the year prior in free agency, and then they replaced him with Calais Campbell in a snap rotation. It's a kind of an intersection of need. He was one of my three best available players for the Dolphins at that spot, and obviously leaning into the trenches. This is a team that last couple of years they've gotten punched in the mouth up front on both sides of the ball, and you like adding a 330, 340-pound anchor in the middle that can kind of help you change that a little bit.
Were there any other players that you were eyeing at 13, or was Kenneth Grant a guy that you had kind of focused in on and you were thrilled with the pick when it happened?
I was kind of expecting the pick to be Jahdae Barron, the defensive back from Texas, with the Dolphins reportedly in the market of moving on from Jalen Ramsey and seeking a trade partner there. They have a need at corner, but the Dolphins brass talked in their press conference after the pick that it's kind of about the tonality of the team. And, you look at some of the names that they've added, whether it's at the skill groups or with James Daniels in free agency at offensive guard. They've been looking for more physical football players. And if that's kind of the theme and the focus, it's hard to argue with Kenneth Grant from a physicality perspective, even though they do have that need at corner. This team just kind of needs to get better in the middle. And because of that, I think it's a great add at this stage of the draft.
How do you think the board has fallen for Miami thus far with the first round being over? Obviously, Miami going to try to improve some other areas of their roster. Do you think it fell favorably for them, or do you think that there was some picks that you were kind of eyeing for Miami in that first round if they had fallen a little further?
Yeah, I think that the place where the Dolphins may be holding their breath at this stage is on the offensive line, where looking to upgrade that other offensive guard spot opposite James Daniels. You saw a big run on offensive linemen go, and Donovan Jackson being a name that goes to Minnesota in the last couple of picks of the round. And then you get Josh Connerly and Josh Simmons in the last 4 picks of the first round. It's kind of set the stage for that well to dry up pretty fast for guys you feel like can be immediate starters for you. So I think that's the area for Miami that if they're kind of holding their breath trying to get a starter, that will be a little dicey because they don't pick till 48. But you didn't really see a run on corners. We saw 3 corners go in the first round. So I'm sure they're pretty excited about what is still going to be there for them at defensive back if that's the direction they choose to go.
For continuing coverage of the Miami Dolphins, subscribe to Locked On Dolphins wherever you get your podcasts. And for more on Kenneth Grant, let's hear from Locked On Wolverines, who spent a lot of time covering Kenneth Grant up close.
Have you ever seen a 330-pound defensive tackle run down a running back that's got all the speed and everything that you want from a running back? Well, guess what? Michigan's Kenneth Grant did exactly that in 2023 when he went and ran down Katron Allen in the Penn State game. I mean, this guy has got everything you want. I'm Isaiah Holt, host of Locked On Wolverines podcast. Let me tell you what, Kenneth Grant is everything you're looking for in a defensive tackle. He's got speed, power, and size. He is an absolute unit when it comes to the position. Being in Wink Martindale's defense, you can see that the ability to play both the run and the pass. He is just capable at just about anything you put in front of him. He is an absolute game changer. Whatever NFL team gets him, they're just going to absolutely love what he brings to the table. So this is Isaiah Holt from Locked On Wolverines podcast. You can check us out on Locked On Wolverines, wherever you get your podcasts.